All right, first and foremost, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Akakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you brothers pushing His word in truth and sincerity. All right, this is a video from Sky News Australia, down under, right? You see the difference in reporting from this Western media standpoint when you watch your mainstream media, which is propaganda, all right, and propaganda. They push propaganda over here through these networks, MSNBC, CNN, and CBS. You gotta eat the meat and chew out the bones. But over here in this report, they get more in depth. You can see the sentiment of the people over there in Western Asia, all right? And I'm gonna show this video to convey this, and I just had two scriptures that I wanted to go into, maybe if some other scriptures come into mind. But yeah, man, we're in those times, all right? These are only the beginning of sorrows, and I'm gonna keep on, pushing that, harping on to that. All right, this is only the beginning, okay? These wars are gonna intensify. It says escalating Middle East tensions lead to concerns over enhanced violence. Okay, because more violence is going to come as a result. All right, so we're going to take a look at this quick video. Lord's will is edifying to you naysayers. You got these other Israelite groups and the adversaries of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, you don't see what's coming. You don't see what was written in the scriptures. It's really coming to pass. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it.
Ismail Haniyeh, who was assassinated this week, was killed by an explosive device that was covertly smuggled into the Tehran guest house he was staying in 2 months ago. This as thousands of people attend funerals of the Hamas and Hezbollah leaders who were taken out in Iran and Lebanon this week.
They turned out in their tens of thousands in the Iranian capital to mourn Ismail Haniyeh, the Hamas leader many had hoped would steer negotiations to a lasting ceasefire in Gaza. It was an audacious attack which killed him, arousing furious sentiment in Iran. The supreme leader, who regarded him as a friend and guest in his country, has warned the attack cannot go unanswered. It was an attack which violates Iranian sovereignty, he's told the nation. It's also a major intelligence embarrassment, with American media outlets reporting the explosive device responsible had been smuggled into his Tehran accommodation nearly 2 months ago. It coincided with the funeral in the Lebanese capital Beirut for a key Hezbollah commander, killed by the Israelis 12 hours earlier. That too has drawn a furious reaction from the militant group, which is a close Iranian ally. The signals seem to be an attack is coming.
We are facing a big battle now. It's beyond the support front now. There's a battle in Gaza, one in South Lebanon, an open battle in Yemen, and even in Iraq, because it's all happening at the same time.
It's not just in the refugee camps of Beirut that they're trying to decipher what Hezbollah is planning, but there's a feeling of inevitability about more violence. We face death before, this woman tells us. We're ready to die if necessary to defend ourselves. Another man says, we will accept whatever Nasrallah decides. So there seems to be little doubt now that there is going to be some sort of reaction. And all the indications are that it's going to draw in all the partners of the so-called axis of resistance, not just Iran, not just Hezbollah here in Lebanon, but also their fighting partners in Iraq, Yemen and Syria. And that is what is seriously worrying the region. The new British Foreign and Defence Secretaries flew into Beirut for urgent meetings with Lebanese officials to de-escalate the tensions. Hezbollah is not around the table. Britain's amongst a raft of countries who designate them a terrorist organisation. But Israel appears to be preparing for the worst, with the Prime Minister gathering his top team for civil protection.
Israel is at a very high level of readiness for any scenario, both defensively and offensively. We will exact a very high price for any act of aggression against us from any arena.
The twin attacks on two capitals have plunged the region into more uncertainty. And whilst all parties say they don't want all-out war, that is getting ever closer. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Beirut.
So you can see that report, fair use. I like to say fair use on that report from Sky News Australia. But as you can see, the sentiment of the people there, especially those Arabs over there in Gaza, they're ready to die. All right, and they call it access of resistance. You have, Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthi rebels in Yemen. All right, and he said it's a open war. Okay, it's wars throughout the region. Okay, in Iraq. All right, and basically Amalek. Okay, Amalek. All right, being those Israelis. All right, which they're nothing but Edomites. You see Netanyahu, he has an evil look on his face. All right, man shall be known by his look. All right, they have pictures of him. He looks like in his eyes he drinks blood and stuff like that, or he does wickedness in high levels. But he says we will defend Israel. They'll use offensive. They'll go on offense and defense. All right, and this is only going to lead to a snare and a trap. All right, so let me read this in Acts 3 and 23. Okay, it says, and it shall come to pass that every soul. This is speaking of Yahweh Shah, because when you go up, this is a reference to Deuteronomy 18, the 18th chapter, 18 and 18, if I'm not mistaken. But it says, for Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall the Lord your power raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me. Him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you. And this came to pass. It says, and it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. Yea, and all the prophets from Samuel, this is the point that I want to make. It says, yea, and all the prophets from Samuel and those that follow after, as many as have spoken, have likewise foretold of these days. All right, so the prophets spoke of the times that we're in. Okay, it says, ye are the children of the prophets and of the covenant which Yahweh made with our fathers, saying unto Abraham, and in thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed. So through Abraham, all right, Isaac and Jacob, all right, thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed. All right, and it says, unto you first Yahweh having raised up his son Yahweh Shai, sent him to bless you in turning away every one of you from his iniquities. All right, so through Yahweh Shai, we're going to be turned away from our iniquities. And through the prophets that foretold of Yahweh Shai, all right, we know that we're in those times of the end. Okay, the scriptures speak of the refreshing. All right, the earth is going to be go through a time of refreshing. All right, well, the Lord's going to restore the earth, but it's going to be through these wars, okay, through these tribulations and commotions. And this is only the beginning of sorrows. All right, people are anticipating a great escalation, and it's going to take place. All right, because Russia and America, the main powers, are going to get involved. All right, there's talks, like the scriptures say, Yahweh Shah said, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So there's a rumor going on that Hezbollah, all right, and the state of Israel are going to escalate in these wars. The war is going to escalate. All right. So let me go to the book of Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, and I'll start at 17. Second Ezra 16 and 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? So Ezra had the vision of the end. All right, and it's terrifying. All right, what's about to come is going to be very terrifying, and the people are going to be taken off guard. All right, they're not going to see it coming. Yahweh Shah said, as a snare it shall come upon them that dwell upon the earth. All right, and I believe it, because the people's minds are being weighed down with, different distractions. Everybody over here is focused on the election, Trump, Kamala Harris, while Western Asia is in fire. All right, it's a kindling fire. All right, that's about to spread like one of them California wildfires. All right, it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. All right, and there's already mourning going on. All right, but it's going to heighten. All right, and it don't matter if it happens over there, but when it happens over here, that's the end of these people's world. All right, when it happens here in Babylon, all right, the great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. All right, you already see signs of it in the world. All right, in these war zones. All right, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. All right, because now you got reports that said Iran and Israel don't want to escalate this war into a regional war. All right, that people have no clue where it would go, but it's of the Most High. It's of Yahweh B'Shem El Shah. It's written in the scriptures. All right, that's why I went into Acts, the 3rd chapter, which I just read, talking about from the prophet Samuel on up. They seen the visions of the end. They foretold of the day of Yahweh B'Shem El Shah, the day of the Lord, in which we anticipate and we hope to be delivered through. All right, it says, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay, so we see this evil on the earth. All right, and we know that the Heavenly Father is a righteous power. Yahweh, his son, Yahweh Shai, stand for righteousness. And the scourges for amendment, which is, you know, the famine, the great death, the beginning of wars, the power standing in fear, right? The famine, the plague, the tribulation, the anguish, that's going to take hold of the wicked, all right? We know that that's going to amend all the wickedness that's in the earth, all right? It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So even though people see these things happening, all right, they're going to continue to do what they're going to do. That's why the scriptures speak of in the days of Noah. All right, they were eating and they were drinking, they were given unto marriage until Noah went into the ark and the rain came, and then that was the end. All right, so, you know, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Akakwadash, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, salutation to you brothers that's pushing the word and truth and sincerity and watching. All right, because this word is true. All right, the words of Yahweh is true. It's tried. It's been tried, tested. All right, men have sacrificed their lives. All right, to give us this knowledge that we have now. All right, hazarded their lives to give us this knowledge that we have now in this Holy Spirit, the Ruach Kodash. All right, so, you know, until the next video, Shalom.